him
Oh
immediately.
no, oh no,
No,
yeah,
sorry,
ban him,
no, I'm
please.
not having that. Right, and
If he was, if he was some dude named Freeman from I don't know some Gordo sort of game, then yeah,
yeah,
I would agree with that.
that sounds cool. I don't know why, but that sounds cool. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about talking with Vicio about his experiences in EVO Japan. We're going to be talking about the scene and what things we kind of need to do or don't need to do with KOF 13 and other
Oh
jibber
shit.
jabber stuff like that, and maybe some other games with scantily clad women, and see what people think about that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, sound good? Anything else you think we need to talk about?
I don't know. Maybe some other games that we are also looking forward to and to represent on, besides our usual beloved ones.
You mean like some
Uh,
new old games?
no, something new like spiky hair dudes
Oh,
throwing
oh,
glass
okay.
at each other
Yeah, get off my
in the
show. Get
face.
off. Go on. This show's cancelled, mate. Get out of here. We're not talking about no spiky haired dudes on this show.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting banned. Oh,
Right, there we go. I got a nice picture. You'll see it later. So yeah, uh, yeah, we might talk about that, but I'm definitely going to talk about some old new games or new old games maybe as well in a global kind of thing, and then yeah. So let's begin
mhm.
with
Yep.
Evo Japan. VC, of course. What
Mm-hmm.
you decided to just go over there for some reason? Why did you even bother?
Why did I even bother to go to EVO Japan?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured that a lot of the Asian community would be able to show up, like people who normally can't, because a trip to America is a little expensive for a lot of people. So Japan wouldn't be so bad, you know. So I thought, you know, since like a lot of the scene is huge in like whatever China and maybe some sizable scene in Korea, but definitely a big scene in Japan, and I would think the level of competition would be very very good. So I was there for that exact same reason, and I was not disappointed. It was it was
So
really fun.
when you thought about the amount of like killers that would be there, uh, how did you feel about that? Were you not like put off or scared or
No,
anything?
but hell no. That's because I was hanging out with my posse. You know, like the big four of the Mexican scene. So I was like, hell yeah, I feel like Orochi, and these guys are my like air eight heads. Some of them counting for two. So there we go.
All
I was
right,
feeling like a
cool.
boss when I got there. I was pretty confident because I trained with them for a little while, so that's why I did pretty well
All right,
considering.
cool. So when you can you tell me about the moment you touched down in the airport when you got out of the plane? How did it feel? Can you remember?
Well, it was familiar because it was about my third time that I had
Oh
made it to Japan.
yeah, of course, it's your third time. Let's go back to the first time. Can you remember the first time that you got in?
The first time I was like, "Where are the subtitles?"
Yeah,
Uh huh. Jokes.
yeah.
Anyways, it was pretty fun. Actually, I was like super excited, like anybody would be. I mean, you go into a country you've always been going, always been wanting to go your whole life, and to actually check out like places and look at the pretty girls, of course. Uh, and so yeah, when I got to Japan, it was the first time. It was very interesting. I knew very little Japanese. Um, Not that I know any more Japanese nowadays, but hey, it was fun, and I loved it.
Okay. So how did you deal with the whole language problems?
Well, a lot of, I mean, it's really easy to navigate over there because like everything is Romanized,
Okay.
especially in stations and stuff like that, and you also get a lot of English sort of descriptions of things like everywhere you go. So there's kind of is some subtitles to a certain level for the places. And all I did was communicate with gestures and pointing and like, hey, I want this. This looks delicious. I want it now. Give it to me. And and they were yeah, for a small nominal fee, you'll definitely get it. And it was good. I had really good food. I even had shirako. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that stuff, but the old man and the sushi chef and the elder men that were around, like ordering food, like almost spat the food out, laughing their asses off. But They thought I was brave for trying that. It was pretty good. And
okay, tell us again. What was that?
Shirako. Don't Google it.
Okay, right. Interesting. We'll figure that out later. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
I knew it was what I'm getting myself into. I like to try weird things and unique things, quote unquote.
Yeah. So yeah. So how did you get an idea of what to do, where to go?
I Googled it. I was like, oh, okay, what are the 8 best things to do in Tokyo? And I got shown, and I was not disappointed. It was actually pretty cool. So, I mean, there's so many guys, there's so many to-dos, there's so many top 10s. You can't go wrong. Just venture out a little bit on those lists and see what appeals to you and go from there.
Okay, this is where you meant to mention something about a guide app.
A guide app. Oh yeah. That mysterious sacred texts that are are somewhere around the internet, some place called orchinagi.com. And there's a mysterious app, the KF14 data app, or the King of Data. I believe that has a guide.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. They're 2 separate guide apps, but whatever.
That actually does help. So do it. Make sure you go there.
Yeah. Okay, so when you arrived, you were like, "Yeah, this is the third time I've been here." But your friends, your comrades, who went with you again?
Who? Like this time? Oh yeah, I was with Violent Kane himself, with TC Paco. With Layek, the best reel in the world, in my opinion. And also, let's see, it was him. I was with Amish Mike. He's a guy from the States. He's from Portland. Well, he lives in Portland right now. Originally from Washington. And he did pretty well in the tournament, too. He didn't disappoint, considering he was playing with us, so he shouldn't gotten a little leveled up. So that was the main crew. When we first got there, and then like a week after, because we got there 2 weeks before the tournament, so that way we can get unjet lagged. So we were able to get through jet lag just fine before the tournament. So we were feeling pretty freshened up when we started the tournament. So after a week, the people who joined us was Kula, LDA Kula, one of the best. With the best angel in Mexico. It was Kula, and then Webo. He used to be a Clark player, but he betrayed the law of Clark. Or KF14, I don't know why, but whatever, man. Webo, who else tagged along? Luis Cha tagged along. He did pretty well. Yeah, so yeah, it was like an 8-headed monster that went to Japan, like, for Mexico, so... They all did pretty well, but unfortunately we're left out of top 8, right outside of top 8.
Well, at least you got that far, considering everything. So how were you like the big guide for them, or were they shocked by anything or anything crazy, like,
In general, they were pretty happy about the performance. They really weren't surprised by a lot of the players, but the people who really got to them was Koji and Score. They were really impressed. They were pretty impressed by how they, their level of gameplay. They actually were pretty surprised. They were like, "Oh my God, Japan and ancient countries in general have a lot of skill and level that Mexico is going to take a long time to reach the way they do it, because." Usually, like Mexican crew, they really don't talk to each other that much.
Okay.
And they usually go about things on their own. So, of course, they don't know a lot of the matchups. They don't know a lot of advanced gameplay. They were saying that, sure, whenever they get together, they play in really high level. But the Japanese are used to that level, playing it most of the time. So for them, it's no surprise that Mexican players are really good, but they're still lacking the not the constant stress of high-level matches. They only have some of those some of the time. while Japanese have that type of level of gameplay a lot of the time. So they're more used to that kind of stress. So that's why they thought they were under the impression that yes, I mean, they came to the consensus that yes, they needed to get together a lot more often than they do, and they need to level up the people that they play with regularly so they can have what the Japanese have and what the Chinese have and what the Taiwanese and the people from Hong Kong have. So that's they know they have things to work on, and they saw that in EVO Japan, and they're gonna go from there.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It sounds like the story that everyone has when they go to a tournament. It's like they meet up, they see the level, and they're like, okay, I really need to go back home, and also not just level up myself, but I always say you're only as good as the people you play. So if you've got the highest level, you're just kind of stuck. So you kind of need to help everyone come up as well.
That's right. Yeah, that's the thing about the competitive scene. Like, if you keep everything to yourself, if you don't want to play anybody just because you're like high level person, or you want to keep contact to a minimum, you're only gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Okay, so how did you feel? What did you do? Like, because EVO was like. It was meant to be just the Friday, but they changed it to Saturday morning as well. Is that right?
I was not aware of the actual times or dates of what was going to happen and when was going to happen, or which games were going to be what day and stuff, until like a week before.
Okay.
When they posted the brackets, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, holy shit, it's going to be Saturday only. And I already bought goddamn tickets for Sunday for the damn finals too. An S tier and a A tier.
Oh my days! Right.
I did not use the S tier. I sold the A tier, but not the S tier.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, how was the event like capacity wise? Because first it was at a different location. It was in Sunshine City, right?
Yeah, it was in Sunshine City. It has two major rooms. I didn't get to see one of them because they had games I didn't care about.
Right.
Or play it at all. So like the second room, which I believe had the main stage on, was where all the booths were at, like all the company booths.
Okay.
Meaning SNK and Namco and all these sorts of booths they had over there. So. But that's where the nitty gritty was for me. I mean, it was kind of small. But if you, I mean, I guess the guys kind of complain about that too, like the Mexican guys. But I was like, dude, like they have two of these. You're only looking at one, but this is not what all of EVO is at. I mean, this is kind of what half of EVO is. So there's more,
Okay. So how did it?
They
Sorry, how did it compare in size to EVO? EVO 2017.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, the contrast is actually pretty drastic. The place is kind of small, actually. It needed some ventilation.
Okay.
We weren't dying, but we were like, sweating a little bit.
Right.
But it was cold as like, as the 8th level of hell that exists. Okay. It was very cold outside, so like it kind of evened out. Maybe not really, because it was an extreme and against another extreme. But overall, it was pretty. I enjoyed it, even though I had to like really plan my path. If I had to go to the restroom, I had to think, okay, there's a lot of people here, I'm not gonna be able to walk through there, so gonna have to go like take like 200 extra steps so I can go around all these people. So
okay.
I would like a little more space, just a little more. It was good, but it wasn't perfect.
Okay. So like the KOF stations in comparison to EVO 2017, I mean, we had like, I don't know, 10 stations at EVO 2017, didn't we?
Oh my, yeah, but it's. I mean, this EVO had I don't know how many. Oh my God, there were a lot of stations. Let me tell you that. That's why everything was able to go smoothly on time, and I mean, it was well organized. I have not seen a tournament that was that organized. The one that comes close would be Combo Breaker, to be that well organized, and with many setups, more than I've ever seen in any major actually, for especially for KOF.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were well served, and the focus is different. If you go to EVO Japan, that's because you're gonna go enjoy Tokyo, enjoy all the little shopping districts and the scene, versus going to EVO for a casino, like a nightlife sort of thing. So I don't know. For me personally, EVO Japan is the place to go.
Sorry?
EVO Japan will definitely be the better one.
Okay. So KOF is... Wait, so KOF was on Friday and Saturday, or just one day?
It was Friday and Saturday.
Okay, it's Friday and Saturday.
Right. Friday was all the pools, and Saturday was, I believe, top 8.
Top 8, and that was in the morning, right?
That's right.
What a surprise! Even in Japan.
Well, it was 11 a.m. So we're not talking something crazy like 8 in the morning,
Yeah.
We're talking about, hey, like, you just got out of the bars at 2 in the morning. You got about good 6-7 hours of sleep, and then you can come and play.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So that reminds me, actually, yeah. So Friday, right? It's normally a working day, and I was really surprised to hear that a lot of people were taking a day off in Japan to actually come and play a video game. And I'm like, oh, okay, people taking this seriously now.
Oh my god, that was ultra serious then, yeah.
And so when did the public start coming in? Did they was it after like 6 o'clock or something, or what?
To be honest, I don't even remember.
Okay, that's fair enough. You were focused. That's good.
Yeah.
So the finals are finished on Saturday about what, like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or something?
Something like that.
Something like that. What did you do after?
After we went to party some more with the Japanese. We partied Friday, and we partied on Saturday night.
Wait. So you partied at 1 p.m.
No. I mean, at 1 p.m. and then we went to eat and stuff, and then they say, hey, let's get together around 7 p.m. and hold on. Yeah, let's get together about 7 p.m. and then let's go party, and that's what we did.
Okay, so between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. you were chilling out, going home, hanging around EVO. What were you doing?
Yeah. And then we were like trying out the 3.0. Yeah.
Well, I think we know our next subject. 3.0. What did you think about that?
Or should it be 2 zeros? Maybe just one, because like 0 to the right does not count anymore. Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think?
Where are we at on that? 3.0. I don't know, man. It makes things a little more simple. Because cross-ups are no longer like such a big issue, because they have to do them perfectly. Like, you have to be on time for that cross-up, otherwise you would not get it.
Okay.
You can't just brainlessly jump C with Leona anymore. Which I like. Like, only true Leona players will stick to that.
Right. Okay. So do you think you're going to see a lot of Leona players drop out now?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna do it with gusto, because I'm like, hey man, you weren't even real to begin with. Get out of here, you fakey.
Exactly. All the frauds are going to be out of here now. It's only the true Leona players are going to be in.
That's right.
All right. So were you only trying out Leona, or did anyone try out anything else?
I was trying out Sylvie against Benimaru. I tried something interesting. I did Benimaru's right Jinken.
Yeah.
And then I did Sylvie's Korosiko back hard punch.
Right.
I did them at the same time-ish. And I was able to beat Benimaru's right Jinken with Korosiko back punch. That rainbow thingy.
Yeah, the reflector thing, right. Saiha.
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. What?
it seems like it has like a high body invincibility, maybe. Sylvie's Psyhawk.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird, man. Well, okay, fine. Anything else?
Anything else? I think Oswald has a good cross-up tool, which is Jump Sync.
Right.
It's pretty deep. It's actually looks deeper than Yori's Jump Sync. Like it actually has a big hitbox.
Okay.
But when it comes horizontally, it doesn't reach very much. It looks like a light normal when you jump. So it's kind of like King's. No. That's maybe Athena's jump beam. That's not like it doesn't have a lot of range, but it actually it hits below her. So that's kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
And that's a hard punch. So, and jump D looks like Kim's jump D, but with longer range. So imagine that for a second. That's a lot of range, and the hitbox looks humongous because he throws like a huge card slash in front of him.
Right.
With that jump D. Yep.
Okay. So we might get some requests to nerf this guy straight away or something.
Yeah, we might get some nerf requests. That's for
Okay,
sure.
it might well be too late. Because, yeah, we'll see what happens after 3.0, but I don't know, man. I'm hearing about... Some guy was telling me about... And I'm still not even sure about it, but some people say that patching a game doesn't cost money, and some people say it does. And some people say it costs a lot of money. Like, we're talking like 5 digits for this, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to think.
Well,
really.
that's why with each patch, especially what SNK was trying to do, what tries to do with each patch is to also include characters.
Yeah.
And from a developer, I was told by my friend Amish Mike, he develops apps and things like that. That from a developer's standpoint, it does not make sense to bring in as much material as possible into a patch. So I think that's why we saw the whole DLC being released at one time.
Right.
Because it is cheaper to do it that way, because you have to license and do all these other thingamajigs. And because each time you bring a new character, I mean, it has to be the name of the update has to be updated. So 1.0, 3.0, things like that, you know?
Right.
3.1, 3.2, 3.3, things like that. So that's what we get, and that's the reason why we're not getting like, oh, a character released this month, oh, another character released this other month. That's, you know, if you notice other games when they do that, they also bring a balance patch to their games.
Right.
Because they know some things get busted, some things get unbusted. So
Yeah.
I mean, if they have the capital to do that several times within a 6-month span, then they can do it.
Yeah.
They get the money.
Yeah.
But SNK doesn't have that, so we get it all at once.
Yeah, it's a sad fact of life, really. But you know, if SNK can make a good bit of cash off the next series of games, we might see a different change in strategy later on. Now, I just had a quick question about: did anybody see anything for Vanessa?
Yes, I saw Meneses players jump in and joy.
Okay, that's not good news. Jeez.
I saw that she's able to cancel the down forward B slide into the dash, to the wave dash.
Okay.
So I think she canceled that into wave, and then you can dash. But
Oh, no.
I don't know if you can cancel that straight into the backwards dash. I didn't try that, or I didn't get to see it personally.
Right.
But I heard that her Fardeen is no longer minus on hit.
Okay.
So that's fixed. Same thing with Yamasaki's whatchamacallit, that whip.
Yeah, snake arm.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no longer punishable on hit.
Oh.
So
okay.
that's good.
Okay.
What else? What else do I remember? What else do I recall?
Anything for Vi?
Oswald.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
Let's go back to the glasses guy.
Right.
You know how King's Jump B is like beats almost every single air to air normal.
Yeah.
It's so high. Like if you jump later in press B, you win, kind of thing.
Right.
Oswald's got even a higher angle, like it's a sharp high angle into jump B.
Okay.
So it looks like hey, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna cross you under like real quick, just for good measure.
Okay, that's great. That sounds great. And we're gonna have all of this in one big pack in April, and then be like, yeah, patch. Well, yeah, see about that.
I am sure we're gonna see a lot of Oswalds at the beginning. Lots of them.
Oh God, this is
This is
gonna be
good.
fun. At least that's it. And I'm gonna say this a few times, but if you want to play KOF and if you want to play KOF online with people, you're going to need to get that patch. I mean, well, the update, pre-order it. I don't know whatever hell you have to do. Get it and get online ASAP, because you don't know how long people are going to stay online. They're going to rage quit or whatever. It's like you got to get in there. You know what I mean? So, did you got some more people asking questions? Anybody see any changes for Vice? Why does she doesn't need changes? Vice is great.
I think she needs a small buff, maybe. I don't know. Because her her shoulder, the EX shoulder, it's not invincible. And that's a big problem. I mean, it's not even that fast.
Okay.
Either make it fast or make it invincible. Like one of the two. Because you're spending resources for this, And you really don't have a reversal. So what's the deal? She needs something there.
Okay. So did you hear anything about any changes? Maybe with Christina or something?
Christina would have been the person to ask about Vice. But I've heard from the consensus that she didn't change much.
Okay.
That could be good. That could be good because some characters are getting nerfed.
Yeah.
So she'll be able to fight. She'll be able to fight even better now. So she can fight good. I mean, Vice is not a bad character.
No, I don't think she's bad at all. No, not at all. I think she's great. Yeah. So Gil Stole My Ride was asking about... I think he was asking about Rio's jump B being taken away, but I think that's what you were saying about the cross-ups. They have to be very precise with that now. So...
That's right. You can still do it, but you have to be extremely precise.
Yeah, so that's still...
Layek, the best Rio in the world, quote unquote, was really sad about Rio.
Okay.
That's bad.
Oh, that's a shame. Sucker.
That's a shame.
R.I.P. my friend.
You like to struggle with your character and actually be good to be able to play him right, then I got some news for you right here, son.
Yeah, suck it. I heard Rio has like one more frame on his crouching C. I'm like, well, it's one frame. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Anybody got any info on Terry? I don't know, Dubenheimer.
Terry. Damn. Byron Kane plays Terry. He plays him really well. And he only tried him for a little bit, and then he opted to go and try other things. So that doesn't sound very encouraging.
Yeah.
And whatchamacallit? But I'm gonna get out of Terry. Sorry, guys. But he was really happy about another character he plays, and that's K-Dash.
Okay.
He said he could do things that got taken away from him, but he can do them again. I don't know exactly what those things were.
Oh no!
I think we're gonna have to hit Violent King for that, so he can let us know.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to know about K-Dash. He's a scumbag. But there we go.
Flashbacks all day. Oh no.
Yeah, no. That's gross. Okay, so I think that's answered all the questions on the chat. So unless anyone's got any last second requests, I think we're going to move on. So we had EVO, and you went to the stand. Did you buy any goodies?
Absolutely. I bought like $400 worth of goodies.
Oh, okay.
I went a little big there. Just a little bit.
Okay.
I bought like mugs and posters and stuff, something to do with some scantily clad ladies fighting each other in a tag team battle. And I bought keychains and posters related to that. They were not cheap. Posters were like, I don't know. Gosh, like 5,000. No. Sorry, no. Can't be that much. It was about 800 yen or maybe 1,000 yen, like $10, something like that, USD.
Okay.
That wasn't cheap. That wasn't cheap at all. Damn. Now that I think about it, no, it was 1,200. The posters were 1,200.
Hey, it's Evo, ain't it? What can you do?
Yeah.
They probably
exactly.
they probably had to pay for that stand in the first place, so it was like, well, we gotta get that money back somewhere.
Oh, believe me, they got their money.
Okay, that's good to know.
They did. I mean, even just for myself, it was like, at first it was like, they told me 56,000 yen. I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to subtract some of this stuff. That's a little bit too much.
Wow.
And I didn't go out like crazy. I only got about 3 of their gacha bags.
Right.
Which were like, you get like 3 really important items like t-shirts, mugs, and things like that.
Right.
And great keychains and stuff. You get a lot of like really random things, but good things. And
okay.
That normally would be about 10,000 yen, but if you bought the pack, it was only 5,000 yen.
But that was like a random like lottery kind of thing, right? You buy the bag and you don't know what's in it.
Yeah, you could get things that you didn't really want. So
okay.
There's that.
Okay. Well, it's still kind of at the moment. There's still kind of exclusive items because we're not getting them anytime soon.
That's right.
So yeah, it's definitely.
I got like I don't know how many Leona things, like 1,000 Leona things.
Okay.
I'm digging her new costume, like the one that got revealed recently, yesterday.
Okay, well, we'll talk about SNK Heroines in a second. We've got to finish up the KWF stuff first, and then we can start salivating or whatever. But I just want to shout outs to Hot Rod because K Dash is more like K Trash. You've been quoted on that now forever. Heroines, what can we say? Well, is there anything else to add about EVO Japan? You've already recommended it, really. I probably would recommend it as well.
EVO Japan, highly recommend it. Well organized. If you don't want to struggle with your pools or anything like that, and you want just gonna go and concentrate on your performance, have a good time, then EVO Japan is definitely your place.
Yeah, so they had to deal with like a lot of no-shows, right?
Yes, they did. They did a lot of Dairy Queens.
But they dealt with it efficiently.
Yep, and they immediately they were like, okay, this guy, is he here? Because they did a roll call actually before they started.
Right.
They did, okay, everybody, let me see this person, and then that person raised their hand. Okay, he's here. They checked all the boxes, and the ones that weren't checked at the time of the actual pool, they called the name about 3 times, and the 3rd time they got DQ'd.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's
they went dry, and they went hard on those things.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy yeah, they probably got a couple of people who were actually there eliminated because they're probably playing different games, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I mean, they did do whatchamacallit, I mean, if you had any conflicts on your schedule, you were allowed to do an appeal.
All right.
Like at the week when the pools were announced, they also announced the possibility to appeal your place in line. So those kind of things wouldn't happen, like conflict of schedule and stuff like that. So there's that.
All right.
Well, so it was well thought out. If you really didn't pay attention to your media, to what you were supposed to be doing, to your schedule, then it's definitely your fault.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. So is there any one place that you could definitely recommend to a visitor going to Japan? Was there one place that stuck out in your mind the most, apart from EVO Japan, of course?
Well, the thing is that we went to like several cities in several regions in Japan. So we went to We went from Tokyo to Osaka, Osaka to Tokyo again, and from Tokyo to Hokkaido, and then back to Tokyo. So we landed in the middle, went south, back to the middle, and then north, and then back to the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Shout outs to Tetsuro, right?
Yes, Tetsuro, he rocks. Abao, you rock. And Score, you rock. And Bon really rocks. He was like you could tell he was like the core of the community. He was moving everybody and taking everybody for the get-togethers. We did an event on Sunday actually. He was head of that. Him and Rotoko, I believe. He's a Playland Carnival guru, one of the big ones over there. Him and Bon were the ones in charge of making whatchamacallit. It was a gathering room basically what they rented in a building. We were able to house about 50 players.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah, small nominal fee. I think foreigners paid 1,000 and Japanese 2,000. So they made sure to make it comfortable for us, the foreigners. And we're pretty grateful for that. And we had a blast. We had a good time. Everybody played everybody. We had 2 streaming stations. I was in charge of one with my equipment. And then the Japanese had another one on the other side. So we made sure that people were able to see the matches. Okay. If you look at my archive on Twitch, you'll be able to find some of those matches. I encourage you to look at my archive.
Okay.
Everybody, you'll be able to see some high-level stuff if you're interested.
Okay, so that's tell us the chat. I mean the twat. Tell us the URL again.
It's twitch.tv/ON_Vicio.
All right.
VICIO.
Let me just put that down in the chat so people can see that. Twitch.tv/ON_VCO. Wait, VCO or VICIO?
Yeah, VICIO.
Right. Right. Okay, I'll pop that there. So, what was it? Yes, so you were down in Osaka at the Cross... what was it? Cross Up Bar?
Yeah, the Cross Up. But they actually made an event for us. I talked to the people on Cross Up before actually going to Osaka, a month before, and they were very excited that I was gonna bring all these Mexican players there, and so they already do weekly tournaments, and they actually made sure to let everybody know that we were special guests, and that anybody should definitely come and play, and that's when the Mexican players saw all that high level, and they were very surprised. Pleasantly surprised, actually. They loved every minute of it. And that helped them, actually, for EVO Japan really nicely. So there's that.
It's the good old Japanese hospitality.
Absolutely.
Definitely did not disappoint. So
not at all. They, people from out of town, they could only make it to that. They really couldn't make it to EVO Japan or later the weekend gatherings and cross up and stuff. So they even brought gifts and stuff, and you were able to play them. And we had a blast. We had a good time. People in Osaka are DBs, the best.
Okay. All right, wait. Are you saying you've got a favorite now between North and South?
Yes, I do. I'm pretty biased now. Twice I've been to Osaka, and those 2 times I had nothing but good times.
Aha. So you are down there with Score and Tetsuro, right? But are you in the north?
And
wait, Bon was sorry.
Mama Spider was he's the bar head, the one that serves you the drinks, fries you the karage, and cosplays as Spider-Man sometimes.
Okay. All right.
Also, who was notable over there? Oh yeah, Kyesan Wu. He was playing us.
Okay, but Bon is up in the north, right?
What is up?
Bon.
Who? Who's the north?
Bon Chan.
Mon? No, no. I said Wu.
Yeah, I know, Wu, I know, but Bon is up in Tokyo, no?
Oh yeah, Bon is in Tokyo. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But
Okay.
he wasn't in Osaka. Sorry.
Okay, it's cool.
So it was Tetsuro.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but up in Tokyo, you got to hang with Bon and your teammate as well, right?
Yeah.
Your three
some guy
teammates.
we knew. Yeah. Well, we were like 5 teammates. At the end of the day, they did the whole shebang.
So tell us about
Yeah,
that. How was that? Oh, wait. So I got some shout outs. Shout outs to everyone who's joining the chat. Quick shout outs to Densetsu Okami, Dweebenheimer 20, Theo X75, and of course everybody from Luxembourg. Alexein. Gilstorm Ride is not from Luxembourg, but he should be, maybe. Super Nilly and Alexein and Hard Rod. So we were talking about you meeting up with your Owen brethren. Tell us about that.
It was pretty fun. I didn't get to play many of them. Who did I get to play? Holy crap. I think... Who was the only Owen member I got to play? I only got to play with one. I believe... No, actually, I didn't get to play anybody.
Okay.
No Owen... There was no Owen battles going on. We were just too busy playing everybody else. We were like, nah, I'm the better Owen, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna be on somewhere, playing somewhere else. So, peace, guys. And that was Tortita, by the way. Who said that? I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna put any words on Tortita. Anyway, great Sylvie. Too bad I didn't get to play. I didn't get to play a lot of people who wanted to play. Like, for example, in EVO, regular EVO, I missed the chance to play Neko Christina, and I missed the chance to do that again.
Okay.
And I did not play Inferno Kong, even though I wanted to. I wanted to feel that Antonov, because even the Mexican players were really surprised how good that Antonov is. They were like, oh my shit, I wish we had somebody like this that actually didn't tier whore and play whoever he wanted to play. So there's that.
Yeah, and play well, I have to say. He also plays it well. Because, you know, you can love your character, mash some buttons, whatever, but he really took it to another level. And it's funny, he's having the drama, not the drama, but the kind of the dilemma right now, whether to become a tier whore or a people's champ. And it's a hard one, because, you know, certain people I know like stuck with Leona like from day one, and then when she happened to be top tier, well, hey.
Hey. Absolutely. That was fun. Anyways, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not hearing anything from your side, but now I am. So I believe Tortilla wants to join somehow.
Oh, God. You just tell him to make sure his stupid curse filter is on this time. Would be nice.
Curse filter?
Yeah, because he needs a curse filter, because he keeps doing it on my show. I'm like, please, no. PG-13, please. And he's like, oh yeah, F this, F that. I'm like, seriously.
Oh my goodness. I think he probably learned his English from hip-hop or something.
Yeah, probably. So...
Anyway, because in Spanish he doesn't curse. Like.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So how's he gonna get on there? Anyway, because we're on Skype. Woo!
Yeah.
Can we do that? Is this okay?
I don't know if there's a function. It's even on Skype right now. What's the deal? Let's not worry about that. Let's
whatever, man. He's got to figure it out somehow. Whatever. Hey, okay. So I guess that's pretty much it for EVO Japan. I guess we can now.
Go. That's all.
What?
Make sure you go to EVO Japan. That's all.
Oh yeah, you know? Definitely.
Try it at least once, especially if you're a KOF player.
Yeah.
They treat the KOF really well. Really well.
Yeah, I can't really.
Unlike some other brands, well, actually, it's the same brand.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. But there you go. I mean, you know, as I'm saying, as everybody always tells you, it's strike while the iron is hot. because you never know when your game is gonna disappear or get pushed aside for something else. So
Yep.
you know,
Some money.
some money, some
Money
gifts,
might be the main reason.
some gift cards and some gift art that you don't appreciate. You're like, okay, wasted on you.
Hot Topic gift cards, like $5 ones, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it takes that much money to do it.
you know what I mean.
Like, get a tournament.
Right, let's talk about that new thing called SNK Heroines.
Heroines is definitely the word. It should be the operative.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think it's gonna be highly addictive. Highly addictive, and you'll probably start stealing things to be able to connect to be able to play it. Anyways, more than anything, I'm in. Like what I've seen is it's eye candy.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit, especially Hydronet.
Yes.
You called Hydronet. You called Devil Angel. You called a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, several months before any patches, any character was announced, there was Angel with like double tail and some horns, and then we saw Angel with double tails and some horns after like a trailer. So there you go.
Well,
and then like some T-shirt came out, I don't know, like months ago, about a girl with blue hair and an eye patch, and now we're seeing a girl with blue hair and an eye patch.
But to be fair, she doesn't have any trousers on.
No, she does not have any trousers, that's true.
It's like, you know, yeah, it's similar, but, you know, great minds think alike. Yeah, her. Yeah, and I've just got a picture of that wonderful girl with the blue hair on the screen right now, because a lot of fans are definitely reacting to this and drawing some nice designs. I had to skip past on my picture very quickly because that one's a bit too saucy, I think, for YouTube, but whatever, or Twitch. Yeah. But it's all good. Hey, by the way, Skype, I can't. Can I add more than one person to a call? I don't even know if that works.
Yeah, I think there's a thing called like conference call, but I think you might have to do that before the call actually starts.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see, because it's not giving me any options. It's not like, hold on, let me see, Skype. Because I'm on the phone, I got the app. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can add people. Let's see. Yeah, add people.
Okay, I can't. Don't know what I'm doing.
Are you on desktop?
I think so. Show contacts. I add I don't know. But anyway, let's.
There's a little plus sign on mine. There's a little plus sign, and when I press the plus sign, it gives me like 6 options.
Okay.
It says add photo, chat, react, gallery, and then add people.
Right.
The last one.
Okay. Right. So what I want to do then is, let's see, how do I add this person? I don't know. Right.
Let's see. There's a way to chat. Oh yeah, there's a way to send text messages back and forth, even though we're like talking. I just sent you one. I don't know if you got it. It says I sent you some text. Can you read the text?
Probably. Hold on. So Soul Dude is telling me drag the person icon to the call. That probably would work if I updated this thing. Trying to drag things is not
the original
working.
Software.
I think I'll get you to add these guys.
Yeah, if you send me their handles or their emails.
Exactly. So
whatever you want to do it, I'll do it.
So you guys can you just add oh jeez, where's it? Yeah, where is the message screen for this? Oh, here it is. It's here. I got messaging disabled until all right. I gotta add you as a contact, have I? Okay. Complicated. It's fine. What's this plus? There's the accept button. There we go. See, you're sending me pictures. Aha! Right. Sorry for the delay, guys. We'll be right with you. Hold on 1 second. Right.
Yeah, before I send you pictures. I send you.
Aha!
I told you how the thing goes.
I can drag people now. It's fine. It's fine.
Hello.
Hello. What you want?
Oh. Okay, we're back. We're back. I told you how the thing went.
Yeah.
The thing goes crap.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi.
Who's this?
Introduce
Oh,
yourselves.
there's 2 SPs. It just says SP here. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
SP. So yeah, start, brother.
I should start. My name is Rod. I'm part of the Luxembourgish FGC, and yeah, I'm part of the association Video Games LU, and we organize some nice fighting game tournaments in Luxembourg.
Doing the Lord's work. Lord Orochi's work.
Yeah.
That's good. You know.
Yeah, it's good. Apart from the avatar, it needs to change the avatar. The avatar's not good.
Avatar's not
Yeah.
good.
No, I don't like those avatars. But actually, both of you need to change your avatars. It's not very good.
He changed the
Nah,
avatar.
I don't think so.
Are there 2 people or like? No. There's only one.
This is the same one.
He's on your side and he's on my side as well.
Okay.
Wait.
Are we gonna add Tortita? Because he also went to EVO Japan. You might want to ask him some things.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for him, so he's not on my list. So, you know, if he can add himself somehow, that would be good.
Oh, come on, Tortita.
What is Tortita
I don't know
doing?
if
Messing around.
I don't even have.
Can't even, like,
I
use
don't know
a
if I have.
Twitch chat.
Let me see if I have.
There, it's just nah. Right, you
Do I
fix
have
that.
this guy?
So, Alexein, tell me what you think about SNK Heroines.
To be frank, I'm not really that excited, but it looks kind of cool. I think
Blasphemy.
I'm going. It's like it's not my type of game, but I'm definitely gonna buy it because we have people that are interested in this game in Luxembourg.
Alright.
So if you're
Yeah.
you're a TO, I can see why. I can definitely see why you have to buy one.
Yeah, so even if I'm not interested, I have to do the sacrifice. But
What?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Sacrifice.
yeah, but I'm definitely gonna try it out.
Sounds good.
I heard the gameplay. It's quite different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I think I really need to play it to have an opinion.
Fair enough. I heard like you got block buttons that you have directional inputs and button into special moves. So that the inputs are quite different. From a video circling on Twitter, that's pretty much what I'm getting. So it's definitely not your grandfather's, grandpappy's KOF.
Yeah, you got a
Wouldn't
throw
matter.
button as well, which I'm very pleased about.
A throw button and a block. From what I saw, there's a block button because there was some aura that I saw that looked like it was activated. Not really you because the person wasn't really doing attacks, and for that other character to go into block animation, there has to be some sort of, input.
It's
for
L1.
that. So I think he's got a block button.
It's
That's
L1,
the
yeah.
impression that-
L1 for block.
Damn.
Yeah, I heard that
Okay.
too.
It's going to be fun for mashing, man. It's like no blocking in this game whatsoever, man. Awesome.
Also that there are no crouching buttons.
Ooh.
No crouching.
I heard that there are no crouching buttons and no overhead, something like that.
Okay.
Because you do need to crouch.
That's going to be
Maybe-
weird.
Maybe it's an early build. I don't know.
Perhaps.
DLC
I wonder-
with them.
DLC crouch buttons.
Crouch buttons. Yeah, maybe. I want to see that. You have to pay, I don't know, like $10 for it. That would make some money.
Right, Hatred, what do you think about SNK Heroines?
I actually have the same opinion as my twin brother. What a surprise!
What a surprise.
So, so I think I have to play it because I can't imagine how this game plays. So I'm just looking or watching videos, and I'm like, oh, it's flashy, items.
You understand that it's an air dasher, right?
Yeah,
Air dash.
air dash is so something that I am not really used to.
Oh,
I saw the item.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the items, I saw that. I saw Kukri Sin, then I saw Chang's Iron Ball, and I've seen like little things here and there that look quite interesting. I see that your friend you can enable your tag partner to throw something at the opponent. So I don't know if you're doing it yourself or if your partner's the one doing it actually. But for example, I saw Leona in the background, and her teammate was playing, and then I saw the Baltic launcher just come out of nowhere, and then I saw Leona in the background doing the pose for it. So I don't know what that means, but if you can actually from the background be involved in the fight somehow, and we got to remember this is a 4-player game. It's not 1 versus 1. I mean, at least from what the information that I got, it's you and your teammate who are actually playing against your opponent and your opponent's teammate. So that's 4 people.
That's crazy. Man, so Dynabuster, shout out to Dynabuster, he's saying SNK Heroines, best party game, move over Smash.
Damn. Look, there's even a tweet that just got released. 14 hours ago. Yeah, just by PlayStation itself. It says PlayStation News. Costumes revealed, and then they give you a little link. I'm gonna copy this and paste it. Okay. Send it to you, Gunny.
Okay.
Hopefully you can get this.
Oh, by the way, I have posted a link in the chat for a player poll. Just give me your opinions of how you feel right now about KOF 14 and SNK Heroines as well, and I'll have a look at the results by the end of this chat. We can see how people feel about stuff. But yeah, good question from Dynabuster. Who do you think is going to get announced next? Is it Blue Mary or Shermie or somebody else?
Ooh, juicy.
I heard the next character isn't the KOF character.
That's true. So
it's an SNK character, so I don't know, Theo every battle slot?
Gotta represent.
Maybe. Or Samsho. Something like that.
I would love to see some Last Blade characters.
In skimpy outfits?
Yeah.
Setsuna in a skimpy outfit?
Setsuna. Okay.
Man, with Nako, I already felt. I don't know. I already felt that was like, what's happening here? I can only imagine it would bring a Last Blade character, and if they do, just for the sake of making a little bit of money, you know that girl with the bow and the little animal thingy in the background following her. Somebody show 5. She's got dark skin, white hair.
Yeah.
Isn't she from Samsung?
No, that's Samurai Showdown. That's not Last Blade.
Yeah, it's Samurai Showdown, but still, that's a popular character. And if we're talking about heroines here or waifus, yeah, she's quite a contender. Speaking of contenders, Dynabuster said that one of the next characters is going to be a female grappler and someone who's not in King of Fighters 14. So that automatically makes me think of Blue Mary.
Is she really a grappler? I thought she was like a counter character.
Yeah. Well, who else could it be then?
I
Female
I would assume it
grappler.
could be Shermie, you know?
Shermie.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's not Hermie. It's Hinako. It has to be Hinako.
Yeah, Nako. She grapples.
Oh yes.
Grapples with a knife.
I forgot about her.
And she's a schoolgirl, so.
Yeah, how could you forget about something like
All
that?
the fat issues.
Oh my god, she's a fan favorite, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of grapples, but she does have a lot of hit stuff. So that kind of grappling is not her main thing. It's like poking more than anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is going more towards some girl that suplexes you and shows her like intimates.
I don't know any such character that shows intimates. And if you want to speak about grappling, is sumo grappling or not?
There's a lot of grappling going on.
There's a lot of
Oh, there is.
grappling. Come
More
on.
pushing.
Everybody's favorite
This-
sumo wrestler, Hinako, could very well be in this game.
Yeah, I would hope for her. Really, it'll like say like, hey, look, this character looks like this other character that just came out. But hold on, no, this character's actually older than this character, so this is the original character.
Yeah, if
From
you saw
another
the character select screen, you can see there's plenty of space for these characters. So I think it's gonna be a crowd pleaser. We're gonna have a lot of characters. So who do you really want personally? Who do you really want to be in this game, Alexein?
Miss X.
Ah, yeah. I
would
want
love to see
her.
that.
I want her to be in there and to be broken as hell. Absolutely right. H Rod,
like
what about you?
always.
Yeah.
Have that 1 mile kick.
And which character do you want? H Rod, what do you want? Who do you want, rather?
Who do I want? I know who I don't want to see. It's like I don't want to see Vice in this game. I love her, but I don't want to see her in this game.
You don't want to see her in a bikini or something stupid?
That would break her character. I don't know.
We'll get to find out if she really does have a tattoo on her back.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's that 98 ending picture where she's in a bikini and she didn't look half bad, you know?
Yeah, with a certain other girl.
Yeah,
Don't wanna talk
to certain
about-
other two girls.
Yeah, 2 other girls. Yeah, that's a pretty good picture.
Yeah.
Anybody hyped for some Metal Slug heroines?
I would like, in my opinion, if there's a character that has to be in SNK Heroines, besides all the ones that are already there, not in Killbot 14. Let's put that in their as a criteria. I would really like to see Theo,
Haha, okay.
another army girl.
You're totally not biased towards Akari, right? No.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. No, not at all. No.
I
Yeah.
think it's great.
Can
Yeah, she's
imagine.
Italian too.
Who remembers Theo from Maximum Impact 2?
I remember.
Wait,
Wasn't she kind of cheap in that game?
Yeah, she had some cheap stuff. She had some like guns, and I think she had also grenades.
Yeah, like she had a command grab first with the axe.
Yeah.
She would throw grenades at you, and then after you can cancel that, and it was like huge damage. It was insane.
Oh, somebody's been preparing. Okay.
A little bit. Theo would be nice. Theo would definitely fit in the heroine thingy. Maybe some Mars people. I don't know. So we can give some Rule 34 writers, drawers, artists.
Yeah. About a female Mars person, I think, might be funny.
Oh my goodness, the pink one. That would be good.
The
Yeah.
Mars woman.
I mean, if you've been playing Metal Slug Attack, you've seen how many soldier women-y type characters they've got there. That's quite a lot.
It's
I
like,
lost count.
man, you could be putting all these resources somewhere else.
But well, that's a funny question because that comes to the next point. In fact, actually, so what do you think about this this news that we heard that they've been paying attention. SNK has been paying attention to what's been happening with the Blaze Blue community, and how they feel about a complete game versus a DLC strategy. What do you think they should do?
With SNK Heroines, you mean?
Yeah, what should they do? Do you think they should release one game with 50 characters, for example, and no DLC? Or like 8 characters to start with and the rest are like 20 DLC characters? What do you think? Alexein, let's go.
You want to say something, Rod?
I think it's the same opinion. So
Yeah.
That's great,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Okay, I'm just going to ask one person from now on. That's great.
Should I say it then? No, I think complete game. I always prefer complete game. Now we had some fighting games like Killer Instinct with a roster of 8, I think.
Yeah.
The initial roster was 6, I think, 6 or 8.
Right.
And then they additionally added characters, but I think they handled it pretty well. Whereas when you announce beforehand that you are gonna have 20 DLC characters, I think the people don't like that if you announce that beforehand.
Yeah.
If they are planned DLC, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, see how the game goes, and then you can think of DLC.
Yeah.
Especially for a game like SNK Heroines or like KOF.
I also think the same, because 29 characters at the beginning, I think it's great. And if the game sells well, and I think it will, then you can always add some DLC characters to make some more bucks.
Yeah, Vicio, what do you think?
Well, I mean, we're not. A game is a game. You are buying a game. You're paying for a game. Why would you want to pay $60? And we know that SNK Heroines won't cost that much at the beginning. It'll probably be a little bit more than that. But you're gonna get swag, of course. But you're paying for a game, and you should at least get the standard what you get with fighting games nowadays, which is like 20-something characters to begin with. Like you need to be able to like play with a. I mean, you want to have, like I said, you have to have a game. You know, you're not. It'll be. I mean, I just find it bizarre that the majority of the roster will be added after the fact. I think that's nuts. As a gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, DLC. I don't know. It's been around for a little while now, for sure. But it shouldn't be the focus of the game. I mean, fine. DLCs has always been something complementary, not the game itself. So I think to do something like DLC focused is just focus. It's just making money. If you really have to if you're gonna have to shell out some money at the beginning, then you should be getting something sizable.
Yeah.
Not get everything, post facto afterwards, I guess. So I think having too much DLC is actually pretty bad for a game. I think just the way 13 did it, you get your roster and then you get 4 or 5 characters, maybe 6 at the most, for DLC. Because there's a lot of things to take care of, such a balance of these DLC characters, which SNK approached really carefully in 14. They didn't want to make the DLC busted, so we wouldn't have the same sort of outcry with the older games. It's like, well, okay, now you rendered half of the cast completely useless. Thank you very much. I believe releasing, really taking your time for DLC, just like they do in 14 right now, I think is the best way to go. Maybe 4 characters, 4 characters here, 4 characters next year. Make sure you see how people use them. I don't know, but like more than anything, release a complete game, and putting cherries will be, like putting something on top will be the DLC. It shouldn't be the main focus of it. it takes you away from what a game should be, and that's something with a lot of content and enjoyment for at least a little while, and then fine, you want a little more because you weren't completely full, then have a little dessert, but don't let that be the main course.
Yeah. Poverty Game Night was just talking about the DOA strategy, where they kind of just give you a new character once in a while, but the real money maker for them were the costumes. What do you think about that?
And they can go with the costumes with SNK Heroines, no? Because you can customize your characters. So throw in some new items, but I don't know. I don't really know.
I would prefer unlockables than over costumes, but I think that's a trend that's already gone.
Yeah,
those were the good old days.
Those are the good old days, but people want their DLC now. They're like, oh, we don't want DLC. You're like, okay, we'll not give you DLC. Where's the DLC? Give us DLC. You're like, okay, all right, fine. So, speaking about the DLC costumes, all right. So, who here is willing to actually buy some costumes and customize their character?
I would do it to a certain point. I wouldn't go too far. Like, oh my God, everybody has to be customizable. Absolutely, right now. And I mean, for your favorite characters, that's fine. Actually, offering customizables for all the cast, and you being able to select who do you want to buy for. That kind of brings a little control to you as a player, and how do you want your console, like your setup, to look like. Basically, if you ever take it to a tournament or something, you're like, okay, cool, I got all this stuff for this character, use it if you want to, sort of thing. But costumes for money, it's actually a good idea, because there's some people like me, for example, that I would buy most of it just to give the company some support. So like, if you really like something, you want to throw it a little extra bucks here and there, and something that doesn't bust the game, something that doesn't change the game too much, then I'm all for it, just to add a little bit flair. I think customization, like little items, are well worth it. So like, hey, basically saying, hey guys, you want to support us? Here's this stuff that you get in exchange for just throwing a little bit of extra money in the bucket.
Yeah, I get some different responses here from chat. It's like some people saying I'd never buy it, it's a stupid idea. But then again, everybody's different. Everybody wants to do a different thing. I like the idea of being able to customize my character so that it's different to everyone else's. As we all did in KOF 13, we all kind of tried to make our character a bit like more unique, or to something that we kind of wanted it to look like. And again, the KOF community and the KOF fan base and the audience is not the same as the DOA, but the costumes were working out very well for them. Was that Alexein or Hot Rod that you wanted to say something?
Yeah, just want to say something. It's Rod. So,
right.
Yeah, I think that costumes can be a great idea for DLC, because it's just customizable items. It's not something for balancing or character.
Yeah. And
I think that for me personally, I would also buy a costume like classic Leona costume, or classic Vice costume.
Don't say that.
I shit out of it. But, and it's also like Vicio said, and so it's a new form to make your characters more unique.
Yeah.
So I would be down for that.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm not going to buy every costume, but I think about just like for my favorite team, I might buy a couple things just to keep them a bit.
Yeah, right.
Maybe some colors would be nice. The old purple and gold routine going on.
For colors, I would really like to be the colors to be unlockable, because to buy to give money for colors, I wouldn't do that. But that's just me.
Mm.
I would be down for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think I think about just like for my favorite team, I might buy a couple things just to keep them a bit.
But that's just me.
Nah, well, you know, if it's you got to speak your mind, because if everyone goes, yeah, okay, whatever, SNK is just going to do whatever. But, you know what I mean? But if everyone goes, no, we're not paying for colors, then they go, okay, cool. Unlockable. I think everything should be unlockable, really, and you know, and then just have a price for lazy people, and that's it.
That's right.
That would be cool.
You know, I actually kind of like.
Yeah.
I kind of like what they did in 13. Like they had like 10 colors that were like the base colors, like the standard ones, and then 10 customizable ones. That was pretty badass. Actually.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
really nice.
That was great, man. Yeah. Yeah, I filled those up, man. I was like, today I feel like this color. Today, I feel like this color. Yeah. The Hulk colors.
I never used the standard ones. I always used mine.
Yeah, and it's fun because you get to let your characters look like characters that are not in the series, and you're like,
yeah,
oh look, I have Vanessa, but no, it's actually Vice, but to me it's Vanessa, sort of thing. You know?
Yeah,
I actually like that. It was pretty fun. So if to do that, that's cool. Maybe add 3 or 4 like extra special colors, and those were the ones that they'll be selling to you. Maybe some palettes or some colors that you can't normally get. Like goldens and transparents here and there. Because who remembers that extra color Kula had that she looked just like ice? That was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Ghost Bisomature, that was pretty
and the
badass.
Ghost Bisomature, that was wicked, man. I was like, wow, they're transparent. Oh my god. Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, sick.
Okay, anything else to talk about? SNK Heroines, any more points? Anybody upset or worried or scared? No? Great. Okay.
No. I think I'm pretty happy with the direction they're going. If anything, I'm not even afraid of the deal with the newer DLC and stuff. I think they did it right the first time around for the DLC, and I think they're gonna. I mean, of course, with the small issue of some characters not being strong enough, but it looks like they're gonna be fixing that, and they're gonna be. I'm sure they're gonna keep an eye on the new of the new add-ons, the new DLC characters, so that they don't make the same mistake. Like, sure, don't make him busted, but don't make him useless. But they seem to have gotten that right, because Oswald looked pretty strong, but he didn't look super busted. But that only time will tell when a true lab rat gets to sit down and try things out with Oswald. Because the communities always have that. They have that one guy that finds out the most busted stuff with the character.
Yeah.
I wish SNK will, or like companies will be able to identify that 1 or 2 people and like bring them in for just a little bit, maybe just the weekend, But that's on a perfect world. But I like where they're going, and I don't feel too nervous about it. I'm actually excited. So we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, we definitely will. So yeah, talking about back to KOF 14, we are coming up to April faster than we can really realize. But Crashman just raised a point about whether the KOF community is going to support 3.0 or jump onto Heroines. What do you think, Vicio?
I think both. I mean, since they are such different games, people are still going to. I mean, and 14 is not a difficult game per se. I'm think a lot of people are gonna support him hand to hand. People who can play 14 already, they can jump on the Heroines bandwagon. They probably will, and I think it's gonna be like one happy family. Casuals and tournament goers. And if we do things right, then we'll be able to increase our player base. So hopefully that happens.
Yeah, I think EVO is going to be. Dana Buster is saying like Heroines is dead because it's not an EVO, and I think it's going to be a really good test to see how relevant EVO is to a game sale, because EVO is about FGC and exposure to FGC, and yeah, a bit more exposure, but it's people are watching EVO because they're interested in fighting games. But let's not forget SNK Heroines is actually a game, and they could sell it just as a game. And let's just see, as what Smash and Melee, what they were games, right? So
yeah, they were games.
A game, so they could be sold just as a game rather than
that included pooling and shielding and some things like that.
Yeah, the casual audience matter.
Yeah, exactly. This is a casual game for casual people. I don't know if FGC is really going to give that much of a crap about it. And then out of nowhere, we're going to have some like huge tournament turn up and like, what are these casuals doing here for this game, man? Who knows? But we'll see. We can't really tell. But as for 3.0, what do you think? How do you feel your community is going to respond to this? Do you think you're going to get more people in, or is it just going to keep the old school happy? Vicio?
I think it'll bring people who've been on the fringes for a little bit. Some people who were previously playing the game and then they stop. They're like, hey, new characters. I want to try it. And so they're going to come back for a little while, hopefully permanently, or like at least to the lifespan of the game. But as to new people, that's really difficult to say because the game's been out for a couple of years already. And, sometimes you do get a new surge of people because I did have it for 2.0, 2 new players in my particular city, which was very positive in my opinion. So hopefully we get new players, but like I see it going that way. I see us getting more new people, and it all depends on the veterans. We have to make sure to welcome these people, and we have to make sure that they feel welcome, then so that way they can stick around, and we got to show them a little bit, show them the ropes really well. And more than anything, not to alienate them and like, tear them up every time they get beside us, Sure, tear them up, but make sure you actually give them some point, at least.
Yeah.
Like always.
Twins?
Like always.
Twins, what do you think?
Yeah, for Luxembourg, it's a bit problematic because we are a very small FGC in a whole. So we have our Tekken players. We have Dragon Ball at the moment, who's going very strong. I don't think that 3.0 would bring many people, maybe 1 or 2. When I think about Kane Ramp, Rod, for example, it depends. It depends on the characters.
Yeah,
it depends on the characters, and it's we are already small, so I don't think we will not get I don't know 15 new people or something like that. But we always have a casual station with KOF. We always show them how amazing this game is, and people seem interested, but you have the choice between Tekken or Dragon Ball. They choose these games, but it's their choice.
Yeah.
They know that it exists. They know that that we are supporting this game, and maybe I think we would get more people with KOF 15 in Luxembourg.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's cool. That's cool.
Uh-oh.
What?
That's awesome.
No, nothing.
Oh,
please.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can see Crashman and Dynabus having a conversation about it. To pretty much just summarize, it's going to be tough. I think a lot of people will always see the KOF in the corner, but at the same time they've got to have, they've got Street Fighter 5, they've got DBZ, they've got Tekken, and you got to just like KOF, I think, to even get into it, or there's got to be an opportunity to play it or something like that because everyone else is dead or whatever. So I think some people will have another look because they had a look when I was playing 2.0. People were looking again at KOF, and I think that's the most important thing to do. And as Vicio was saying, is just to be welcoming to players, because you know, the bigger a game gets, the more assholes start playing it, right? And so the KOF community, as far as I can tell so far, has got some really nice people in it. So it's like, you know, we have a great time.
I also think that we will get more people with SNK Heroines. Perhaps they will jump to CoF 14 with SNK Heroines. Maybe from pressing up down punch to get a move into having to do quarter circle forward. Okay. If they like a character, perhaps it must be a female character then. But perhaps they are interested in CoF 14 and they will perhaps try it out.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. You know, we can be hopeful, optimistic. Pigs can fly as well. Yeah. You know, things can happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna kill myself now. Hold on. No, but anyway, it's fine. Yeah. Whatever the case, you know, it's just really nice that SNK's, you know, still doing this, because, I mean, really, you know, theoretically, it's not really going to bring in more players, but it's going to keep us, the main fan base, happy. Apart from when they nerf our favorite character, but you know, it's going to keep us coming back to the game, turning it on, playing it a bit more, and being happier, hopefully. So that's just really cool.
If they bring that as a DLC custom, that Hydernet Leona costume,
right.
I think 14 will see longer life.
Yeah, we're gonna have one sale of that DLC costume. That's great. That's gonna do real well. Yeah. Some people are still waiting for Garou 2. Yes. Well, I don't know if you'll be waiting that long. I don't know. Last Blade 3, Samurai Showdown, Garou. I'm sure one of those will get a sequel at some point, especially if SNK Heroines makes a lot of money, right? Because it's genius. I'm sorry, it's what they should have done in the first place. Make some crap that sells money, and then work on something you love, right? And that's it. Now, talking
strategy.
Yes, exactly.
Wait a second. Yeah. Isn't that what Metal Slug Attack supposed to be?
Well, yeah, you know, that's what's been giving them some cash. They've got to mix some more crap now, right? Because that's only on mobile. Need some console crap as well. Yes, so speaking of the tournament scene, I need to talk about the Max Cancel Cup.
Yeah.
Vicio, do you know anything about this?
Well, there's supposed to be a tournament that is Max Cancel sanctioned, or, you know, you're going to get points for it, and that is Texas Showdown. It's coming up very soon here in Texas, Houston, Texas, to be precise. Cheap airport to get to. They do still have rooms for the hotel that's gonna be, you know, the venue. So if you want to get some KOF action, I believe there's some special guests who are gonna be coming to Texas Showdown. I believe one of them, he's got some fame of doing some Rekka loops. He might make it to this tournament.
All right.
Yeah. We might invite some other people from overseas. Might be some guy who likes Luong a lot, and Mienten-kun, and his name is Paco, I believe. He might show up to this place. The games committee, which is grown as Men and Women Esports Society, which I believe some guy by the name of Gus Smith is part of as well as the Texas crew, and many other community heads, including King Sako, Dream Council, Reiki Kito. Supposedly, the whole point of this committee is to support each other in tournaments, and that's why the Max Council Cup was created. That's a small circuit that nobody knows about. for the fact that we can actually all send players to this max cancel sanctioned tournaments, that we're at least going to get a representative from each community sent to each of these tournaments, and I believe Texas Show is going to be one of them. We might see Luis Shaw over here. We might see some KCO peeps over here, some Team Chaos maybe, I don't know, Yoshi, things like that. So top 8 is definitely going to be stacked. So look forward to it, and if you're coming to Houston, Texas on those dates, make sure to check it out. We'll be waiting for you. And Vicio will definitely say hi to you, shake your hand, and maybe give you a little spank or something.
Promises. Right.
Promises.
But yeah, that's I do remember the Max Cancel Cup a long time ago, but I haven't been following it, funnily enough, because I'm in Europe and we didn't have any Max Cancel Cup events over here. But then again, we didn't really have much of an EK with events pretty much for the last the latter half of last year, so it's been pretty quiet. But hopefully, I hope Max Cancel Cup continues, because we, as a community, as a global community, we can't really rely on other events to just keep, you know, throwing SNK up there when it's, you know, just prime time for the game. But we need something that's continual, something just like Capcom Cup. And I you know, it's funny, like, reading comments about people who go to EVO and go, yeah, no, I prefer EVO to Capcom Cup, when really they prefer to go where the money is. So whatever, dude, we got to start something. And you know, it'll be small to start with, but everything is small to start with, so we keep building it.
I mean, I mean, something like Capcom Cup, I mean, they have something we don't have, and that's money.
Yeah.
So we can put in the numbers. So
That's fun.
We have money, but it's on our like life savings, so we can't really touch it that much.
Yeah. But that's okay. This is how it starts. Everything starts like this. You know, we can't just jump and go, okay, now we're going to be in the big stadium next year. No. Grassroots, man. We gotta
start small.
Start small. We build. Hopefully not retire or die before the game becomes big. But you know, that's how it goes, man. I mean, we just got to keep going, because what I don't like is watching how a lot of tournament organizers say, hey, come down to my event, man, we're going to support KOF. Whatever, dude. It's like, stick him in the corner. Yeah, thanks for the money, and then all right, bye. You know, no, gotta stop doing that, man. Gotta stop doing that. You know, Max Cancel Cup is the start of something. We gotta keep pushing that, and then you know, it gets to a point where people have to ask Max Cancel Cup to endorse their event. That's what we want. That's how we have the control, and that's where it all starts. So we've got to keep pushing that thing, man. It's a great sign that the community comes together to do that, even though I completely forgot about it. But hey, I'm involved. Don't worry, man, I'm still here. It's fine. So SNK,
as long as everyone we remember, we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. SNK is like trying to do a world tour now with the retro thing, but they might be doing something with KOF 14 on top of that, probably Heroines as well. So we're all kind of, things are moving on. So we just got to keep playing. But to be honest, you know, hey, if you don't enjoy the game, don't play it. I don't want to know, man. But if you like the game, keep playing it. Don't worry, things are gonna happen. Let's see now. Oh yeah, one more thing. Wait. So where's Torto? Is he coming or not? Shout outs to Deli Rave Neo. Hey Vicio, you seen Torta?
Torta? Oh no, he can't come in.
Oh, okay, never mind. So last thing I think I want to talk about is another new old game turning up in April, same time as 3.0. Do you know which game this is?
What? I don't know.
It's a game that everybody loves, a game that's broken as hell, and a game
Neo Geo Battle Coliseum?
Not that one. Yeah, Neo Geo Battle Coliseum 2. No. No. It's the game that a whole country has been playing for years in various formats, and still, for some reason, they think it's profitable to put it on PlayStation 4. That's right, it's the King of Fighters 97.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
97.
Heard about that.
Oh yeah. So who's excited for that?
Oh yeah.
I actually never played 97.
Oh.
So now it's a good time to start.
No, it's not a good time to start. No.
Okay.
No, you can. I mean, yeah. You should experience the hell that is power charge. You need to experience this, my friend. It's great, man. Oh man. But you know what, right? Even with these infinites, because somebody said, "Oh no, man, everyone's gonna pick Yamazaki and Terry and do infinites." You watch the KOF 97 finals, you don't see those characters in there.
Weren't those like infinites, like brand or stuff like that from those events or something?
Oh, that's good then. You see, so you're always gonna see Iori, Kyo,
Again.
Chang, Chizuru. Hey, you know, it's balanced game, man. Real balanced. Yeah, Blue Mary, lots of Blue Mary in there. So
Lots of blueberry. Good balance, great stuff.
Great balance, man. Great balance. It's a great game. So I can't wait.
Not to mention some redheads that love to scream.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see this. And because it's going to be online, there'll be no banning of any characters. You're just going to have straightforward Terry just power charging everyone into hell. Mexico's going to be happy, China's going to be happy, and the rest of us new players will be like, what is this? A really funny comment on YouTube saying that I hope they balance it. Oh,
I think if they do, the hardcore players that actually play the game are gonna be really unhappy.
Yeah, I agree. I think history dictated that. That's it, man. You know, it's like, oh yeah, man, you got to balance third strike. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, it really expanded that game. Nope, it's just leave the game alone, man. It's just, oh jeez. 98 2002 people are like, oh, it's not the same, man. Oh dear. So
Oh man.
we'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be funny. 98. If you've been waiting to play 98 on PlayStation 4, I can tell you it is still coming. They just had some slight issues with PlayStation Network. It's going to be solved very soon. Don't worry, it is coming. I know it's been missing for now nearly a month, but it is coming pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. Anything you want to add, guys? Alexein, you want to add something? Shout-outs maybe for a tournament or something?
Shout-outs to all the people who were there, who listened. To the Luxembourg FGC, who I think I might have seen in the chat. And yeah, nothing else to add.
Right, I guess that's two people in one go, right? So
Same thing.
Right.
Shout outs to Super Nearly, I see, but all the whole people who watched us.
all right, good. Vicio.
Alright, shout outs to originagi.com.
Oh,
Of course.
oh, I like that one.
Buy them. There's some dude who likes those t-shirts and buys them. He never gets them for free.
Yeah,
Although he probably should.
he should. I
don't
think
know.
so. Yeah. Come on, what a poor sponsor.
And then also shout outs to another big hub, which is dreamcancel.com. Shout outs to the games committee, composed of the big KOF heads in the United States and just one lonely person from Europe. Also, shout outs to the community who keeps playing the game. I mean, you guys rock. Without you, we definitely would not have even the motivation to be here. The game, believe it or not, is still pretty much alive. So shout outs to you. It might not be at EVO, but we still play it and we still play it hard. There's still a lot to discover in the game. So don't fret. We're getting new material. So we're going to have extra hours of fun there. Also, shout outs
Oh,
No, I don't hear you
I think
anymore.
he just got cut off. So
It
uh,
disappeared.
I'll finish the sentence for him. Shout outs to orochinagi.com once again for being awesome and making great t-shirts. Shout outs to all the FGC and as he was saying, it's like, yeah, if you're feeling lonely, just hang on, wait for 3.0 and then jump online because we're going to have definitely a lot of players coming back on for that. I can't say they'll stay for long, but if you're looking, it's a pure absolute undeniable fact. You can look it up on Steam anytime you want. People are playing KOF 14. People are still playing it, even though a whole lot of other people dropped their game and went to play Dragon Ball Z. Don't worry about it. We're still good. Probably that other game would be okay as well. People go play, try new things, and they come back. It's all good. People play games. You're not, we're not banning you from playing games. Play whatever you like. Play and have fun. But we're just telling you we are still here and we're still playing KOF. So thanks for playing. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to my guests, Alexein and Rod from
Thanks to you too,
Luxembourg.
man.
You're very welcome. It was
Thanks for
lovely.
inviting us.
You're lovely to have you on the show. And thanks to Vicio, who's probably now being kicked out of McDonald's for using their Wi-Fi for, what is it, like 2 hours. So, yeah. So that wraps it up from me. One more shout out again to our stream monsters for keeping us company. Dweeben Hybrid 20, Deadly Rave Neo 1, Densetsu Okami. Vicio's there as well. I don't know how he did that. Dynabuster, Crashman 126. And Poverty Game Night. I think that's Bugle. I'm not sure. And some other guys, Soul Dude and Theo and stuff. So there we go. All right, and yeah, look forward to the next SNK game, including SK Heroines and probably one of the Garu Samsho or Last Blade ones. Who knows? All right.
What's that, man?
What's happening?
Are you back? Did you get a new
Is he
code?
back?
Yeah, Vicio
I'm
is
back.
You're back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
back.
I just said goodbye for you.
Thanks for saying goodbye for me, Gunny, but I'm gonna have to say goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. So that's
Thanks
goodbye
for
from
having
him. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Giggity.